Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good weekend and welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. So what's this Far Zenith Project thing all about then?
Whoa.
Good morning. I'm Oswald Dalgard, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to Far Zenith. Forget what you think you know about us. Our truth is simple. We say reach for the stars, even if you have to cross 8.6 light years of space to get there. Please proceed into the auditorium, where we'll unveil our plans.
Wonder what's in this auditorium.
Guess we'll find out.
So the reason Aloy's here in the ruins of the Far Zenith Project is to try to find a backup copy of the Gaia Master Terraforming program. I'm not going to repeat this at the beginning of every video. I'm just from here on in going to assume that you've watched the previous videos and you understand why we're here. But there's a blight that's killing plant life.
Don't worry, I'll find you
plants
another way
die,
up.
the animals will die, and so will we, because there'll be nothing to eat. So it needs stopping, and there's a good chance that it's all happening as a result of a malfunction in the terraforming program that... Look, it's a really, really long story. Alright, you need to have played the first game, or watch my video playthrough, or just go and read the wiki or something. But if there is a fault in the terraforming program that created this future version of Earth 1,000 years ago, that's 1,000 years ago in their time, not in our time. Yeah, that's kind of obvious, I know, but look, I'm explaining the plot, alright? If there is a fault in the terraforming program that's created this blight, the only way to fix it is to turn it off, and to do that you need the Master Terraforming program, which doesn't exist anymore, and that's why Aloy's here, trying to find a backup. Here being the ruins of the Far Zenith program, which, at least according to its social media, was an attempt to provide that was close, a lifeboat for humanity to escape the ruin of the planet. At least, that's what they told everybody in their public presentations.
Okay, I gotta drop the ladder for Varl. There you go, Varl.
Thanks.
Because, I mean, you know, what a company says in public is usually vastly different from the actual truth of the matter. Like when your bank closes its local branch and they stick a sign up on the door of the empty building saying that they did it in order to improve their service to their customers. And what they mean is they did it to improve their service to their shareholders. Actually, you know, I'm kind of curious as to how the game's going to deal with explaining the huge amount of backstory that was all covered in the original game that led to where we are here.
Humans, Homo sapiens, us. We have always pushed the boundary as explorers, pioneers, trailblazers. And now Far Zenith is taking the next leap into the future. That's why we're proud to have resurrected the Odyssey. What our governments abandoned in orbit, Far Zenith will actualize in less than a decade. But that's only the beginning. When the ship is complete, we will send the Odyssey and her crew where no one's gone before. The Sirius system. There, we'll create humanity's first off-world colony. The Odyssey may take 300 years to reach it. But when we look up at the night sky, we'll know they're on their way. And in the words of our founder, the late Peter Chimvumbe, the truest form of immortality is...
Data corrupt. Playback stopped.
The old ones could fly through the sky? Between the stars?
Well, yes, sort of. That ship, the Odyssey, it never made it to the other star. Something went wrong, and it blew up.
See, Aloy knows all of this, but Varl doesn't. I mean, maybe that's how they're going to do it. Although it would be kind of disappointing if this was all just going to be told through exposition with Aloy telling Varl, because it's always better to show rather than tell.
Is that why Elizabeth gave them a backup of Gaia? For their colony?
Error. Public presentation file corrupted. Member recruitment file available. Do you wish to reactivate?
Yeah, reactivate. Let's see what else they had to say.
So the public presentation is no longer available, but instead we get to see the presentation given to the people they were recruiting to actually go onto the ship.
We all know the projections. Economic instability, new biocontagions, rampant AIs. How long before another catastrophe creates unacceptable risk for the world's elite? We here at Far Zenith believe, escape the inevitable. And so we reach for the stars. Now you've seen what we're building here. Infrastructure to support the Odyssey's construction. A state-of-the-art data center to facilitate rapid technological advancements. And you've seen how we're managing public perception. So invest and join us. Claim your berth on the Odyssey. Preserve your way of life beyond the concerns of Earth.
There it is.
Well, they were right about the world ending. They just didn't know how. Yet.
So everything they said back there about the next step for humanity, it was all a lie. These people only cared about saving their own skin.
Yeah, well, didn't work out for them in the end. That Oswald guy mentioned a data center. There. The backup. It should be stored in there.
It's interesting. No mention of the actual AI apocalypse that ended up wiping everything out. So Far Zenith was actually
Won't
started
be able to swim across.
long before
I guess we'll have to find a way around. Come on.
the events that destroyed, well, everything. So, yeah, it was presented to the world as a means of establishing humanity's first off-world colony when it was really always just going to be an escape ship for the rich and famous.
I still can't believe the old ones could fly.
They were capable of a lot of things. For good and bad.
Sure seems like it. I wonder what it's like up there, among the stars.
Of course, the Odyssey never made it. It exploded and killed everybody on board once it reached Syria. Which probably means that when the AI apocalypse did happen, they accelerated the construction of the ship, cut a few corners, which is probably why it ended up failing. Whoa, that doesn't look good.
What is that thing?
I'm not gonna kill those Osram. Keep your guard up.
Oh, my guard is up.
Don't know what that was, but it was a big bugger, and I'm probably going to have to fight it.
Light makes my throat itch.
Oh, great. I mean, it makes sense. If they were going to colonize the Sirius system, they would probably need terraforming technology.
Careful. Don't want those things to call in some friends from underground. Okay. You take the left one. I'll deal with the one on the right.
Okay.
Right. Stealth. You all know how good I am at stealth kills. Okay. But this is kind of the tutorial section.
I need to sneak up on it to take it out with my spear. Can't let it see me. I should scan it first. Check its patrol path.
So, scanning your target with the focus reveals a whole bunch of things about it.
Okay.
Like this thing
There's
is
its patrol
apparently
path.
vulnerable to fire.
Gotta get closer.
And also shows you its patrol
Stay
path. You
out
can
of
tag
sight.
it so it remains visible. And you'll notice the big yellow glowing thing on its back, highlighted by the focus. That's a weak spot, so you'll do extra damage if you hit that. Oh, there's a handy rock here I can throw as a distraction. Gonna need to wait for it to go past so I can move up to that second patch of ferns. And then use the rock to lure it in.
I can throw a rock to distract it.
Yeah.
Get it into a position where I can sneak up and strike. Just have to wait for the right moment.
You can see its patrol path there on the ground, highlighted by the focus, but it's too far away for me to get close enough to get a stealth kill without being seen, so I need to try to convince it to move a little closer, or at least just turn around. That should do.
A spear strike.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Mine's down too.
Nobody saw that sneaky transition there at the beginning, did they? Where I cunningly hid my first failed attempt. Yeah, I'm sure nobody saw that. Okay. Grab some stuff. I'll pick the rock up again. Can always use them. I think that's pretty much everything. So how are we getting up there? Stuff highlighted or painted or coloured in yellow, like that ledge. Those are climbing spots.
More of those machines ahead.
Nothing you and I can't handle.
They're a little less obvious than they were in the first game. Which I'm fine with, because they were kind of a little too obvious. All these rocks and ledges and cliff faces, daubed with 1,000-year-old yellow paint, still as bright as the day it was painted. Not so much in the sequel here.
On your lead.
Now, the first couple of machines you had to kill with a stealth attack, because the game's teaching you how to do stealth attacks. These ones, you can go loud if you want to. But let's at least attempt to take them down quietly, because it's more experience. This is, after all, an RPG. It has an experience system. You can level up skills and so on and so on. And the patrol path of this one is going to bring it right next to where I'm hiding, so all I have to do is wait. And just not get seen by the other one. Alright, take its stuff. Right, let's tag the other one. Now we can see where it's going. So I should be able to move up to the next patch of tall grass while it's turned and patrolling around the other way. But that's not close enough. I think I'm going to have to move over here and then distract it when it reaches this point and turns to go around. I'll just turn it around. That should do. Oh, it's actually close enough here for me to... I didn't even need to turn it around. Alright. Always try to strip your kills of any valuables. Because you'll end up using all of it in the crafting system. Grab these collectibles. And then we'll move on. Is that another one down there? There is another one down there. Okay, I'll tag this one. Now that one's going to move straight through the tall grass down there, so ideal ambush spot. Just have to wait for it to go by. I mean, I could just shoot it in the weak spot, that would probably kill it, but if there are any more nearby, that would alert them. Just going to wait for it to turn around. Hopefully, yeah, I can drop down here. And I can probably just, because it's patrol, can I get close enough before it turns? Yes. Didn't want to be sitting in the bushes waiting for it to come back.
I've been meaning to mention, I noticed you have a new look these days.
Yeah, I know. Didn't have a lot of time to shave when I was trying to catch up to you. Don't worry, it's not permanent.
Good.
Sorry my whiskers offend you, anointed.
So now which way are we going? Try to find a data center. Let's have a quick scan. Hasn't highlighted anything useful. Although the waypoint marker is point this way. Oh, there's some stuff over here I can pick up.
The Osram must have used explosives against the machines.
They managed to get a couple.
This looks like it.
Looks like there was a barricade here. The machines must have broken through.
Oh yeah, we found an Osram tribe camp earlier on in the ruins. They'd all been killed. There was a lot of acid around.
I'll keep this for later.
Guess that Osram didn't have a chance to use it.
Oh, I picked up a health potion. So you've got medicinal herbs and then you've got health potions. And medicinal herbs are instant, but you don't recover an awful lot of
Traps ahead.
Huh. Might be able to disarm them.
Health potions, however... How am I gonna... Oh, okay.
There. Managed to salvage some supplies.
Yeah, health potions, it
And
takes
not blow
you...
yourself
You don't
up.
consume them instantly.
Aloy!
Nobody saw that, right?
Yeah, that hurt.
You don't consume health potions instantly, but they do instantly recover your entire health bar. So that's the trade-off. Medicinal herbs, you don't need to interrupt what you're doing to use them, but they don't recover
Looks
a
like
massive
another
amount of
camp.
health.
While we're here, maybe we can make some traps of our own. Might come in handy against machines.
Good idea.
Health potions, it takes time to chug them, but they instantly replenish your health bar.
Oh, I don't have the right supplies to craft a trap.
Blast traps.
But it looks
If
like
the game
I
is
also
telling me
shot off
maybe
some
now
machine
you'd like to
parts.
stop and make some blast
Might
traps,
be
it's
able to
probably because
scrounge
I'm
up
going to
enough
need
materials
blast
from
traps
them.
at some point in the not too distant future. So I need to gather some blast paste. Let's have a scan. There's a supply cache here. Metal shards and chill water. No blast paste. There we
I
go.
can use this.
Blast paste. I need another one. More metal shards and chill water. Not what I'm looking for. There's more stuff over here though. There we go.
Okay. I should have what I need to craft
Right.
a trap.
So, now I can make a blast trap.
There. Explosive trap made.
I can have up
If
to
anything
3
walks
of
into
them.
one of
I mean,
those,
I don't have enough resources to make one. But I can carry up to 3. Although you can expand the capacity of your
over here. Aloy, I think I see a way up.
storage pouches, again through the crafting system. That's why I'm grabbing everything. Found a way up, have you, Volt? Am I going to need to use the pull caster to get? Oh no, I can just jump. It's right there on screen. Jump and tap space to attach. There we go. Right, yeah. That wasn't so hard.
Machines ahead.
Ooh,
Don't think they spotted us.
more machines.
I've seen
Okay,
this
usual
machine
procedure.
before.
Scan them first, tag
Scrounger.
them,
That's new to me.
and that one is going
Let's see where its weak points
to...
are.
I mean, that's
Maybe
an
we
easy
could place
stealth
one of
kill.
those traps you made
Oh,
in its path.
they want me to... I mean, I could drop a blast trap in its path. I mean, I get that the game is trying to teach me how to use blast traps, but I mean, look at the patrol path. It's passing right next to a stealth spot. This is the ideal position for a stealth kill. I don't want to use a blast trap to kill something that I don't need to use a blast trap on, so I'm just going to wait and then stab it as it comes by. I'll save the blast trap for something that might be a little bit more difficult to kill than a simple scrounger. Oh, there's another medicine bush here. Right, let's be having you. There you go, you need to waste the trap on it. Oh, and 5 blast paste. Ooh, there's another one over there. I think it's 2 blast paste per trap. So I can make another 2 traps. Okay. Tag that one. And I'm going to work my way around. Looks like there's plenty of cover available for me to sneak up on it undetected. Is that? Yep, more medicine. Alright, where did it... There it is. Even though I don't have, or didn't have line of sight to it, because I've tagged it, I always know where it is.
We're clear.
Let's keep going then.
Right, let's grab all the stuff and keep moving. There's a bunch of resources I didn't pick up while I was sneaking around, and if you lose track of them, you can just tap V to send out a ping from the focus and highlight them.
You've been in a lot of old world ruins. Are they all like this?
Well, they all have their secrets, but every place is different.
Vol's being remarkably chill about this, though. We're digging around in one of the ruins of the old ones. And Aloy and Vol are both from the Nora tribe, which is why that's important, because these places are forbidden. You know, they're seriously taboo. I mean, Aloy's different. She grew up as an outcast, and she found one of these places when she was a child, and she's been using the focus for her whole life. So yeah, she's used to this. But for Vol, this is the first time he's been in one of these places. I mean, he's taken it remarkably well. You'd imagine that as a member of the Nora tribe being in one of these places for the first time, he'd be shitting bricks. Fearful of Old One curses and all kinds of bad juju. And yeah, there was an Osram, actually 2 Osram camps that we've already found in here. But the Osram don't have any great respect for the ruins of the old ones, not like the Nora tribe did. So yeah, Vol's being remarkably chill about all this. So now where am I supposed to be going? Well, there's a rope ladder up there, but that's not a way for me to get up. That's for me to lower so that Vol can get up. Which means there has to be another way up. There's a couple of supply boxes up top, but I'm not yet seeing a way of actually getting up there. Yeah, that's the rope ladder. There's a bunker door up. That's clearly where I'm supposed to be going. And then lowering the ladder for Vol to get up to me, and then heading deeper into the bunker. I'm just not seeing the way up. What's that? Another supply box. Yeah, a minute ago I was talking about how appreciative I was that they didn't make it quite so obvious as to where all the climbing points were. Well, it didn't take long for that to come back and bite me in the arse, did it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is fine. I was never in trouble. Oh, what was that?
Whoa. That machine we saw earlier must be on the move.
Let's hope it doesn't come this way.
Hang on, I mean, yeah, that wasn't a difficult climb. Clearly Vol managed to get up there quite easily, so I'm not quite sure what the point of the rope ladder was. I guess we'll find out. I do like the climbing puzzles in these games, by the way. And I'm hoping that with the addition of a companion like Vol, that'll introduce an extra climbing mechanic. Kind of climbing puzzles that require 2 of you to work together to beat them.
That's a big storm picking up out there.
Yeah. And they're getting stronger. And more frequent.
So the storms, the blighted lands, the rivers and lakes choked with algae. You were born to fix all that?
Yeah. But I can only do it if I find that backup. I think we're winding our way around to the data center. We'll need to cut through that big building on the right out there.
What big building on the right? I don't see any big building on the right.
What's in here? Aloy, come check this out.
Is Vol being useful? Has he found something? Oh, I never did need to use that rope ladder, did I? Well, not yet. All
What
right.
is this thing?
What you found?
It's
Oh,
data. You can scan it with your focus.
I remember these from the first game.
Let's see.
This data mentions
Huh.
the tech that Far
A
Zenith
lot of
traded with
glyphs.
Zero Dawn. It
I'll
doesn't
tuck this
explain
away
how
to
they
study
got
later.
backup.
Zero Dawn trade agreement. Yeah, they're basically text files. So Far Genesis will going to provide Zero Dawn with ectogenic tanks to store human embryos in return for a copy of the Apollo database from Project Zero Dawn. Apollo was the repository of all human knowledge. It was one of the subcomponents of the Zero Dawn system, with Gaia being the master control
Keep an eye out for
program.
more data.
Until, of course, Apollo was sabotaged. So after the machines had killed everything and Project Zero Dawn sterilized the planet and then began the terraforming process and the humans were brought out of the ectogenic tanks as embryos and grown, there was nothing to educate them because Apollo had been sabotaged. Which is why we have these primitive tribal human societies. Interesting though, because in that text archive, they were mentioning, I mean, they came to a negotiated agreement with Zero Dawn for the Apollo database in return for ectogenic pods, stuff to keep embryos alive in storage. Oh right, there's the ladder. Still not quite sure why I need it, but whatever. But they also mentioned in the text archive that certain other members of the Far Zenith Project were...
This place is really falling apart.
Oh, I need to move.
Well, it is 1,000 years old.
But the text archive did mention that while they came to a negotiated agreement with Zero Dawn for the Apollo database, certain other members of Far Zenith were willing to try less pleasant methods of getting what they wanted.
Kind of meeting room. That door on the other side's locked.
There's another one of those glowing things by the table.
Probably not another presentation. We're long past... I mean, we're deep inside the complex now. The time for PR presentations is long gone. So what's this? Anzu. Anzu's a Sumerian bird god.
The Zero Dawn terraforming system, the brainchild of Dr. Elizabeth Sobek. Empowered by 9 subordinate functions, Gaia, the core of the system, is capable of advanced planetary engineering, an obvious advantage to our space colonization efforts. Operation Phase 1. Establish an asset within Project Zero Dawn. Status complete. Phase 2. The asset will secretly beamcast a complete copy of Gaia and her subordinate functions to this facility's data center. If all goes well, Zero Dawn staff will remain completely unaware of the transmission. Risks. Discovery of this operation could result in Zero Dawn withholding the already negotiated Apollo database. Special care must be taken not to alert Travis Tate, the expert hacker in charge of Hades Protocol. In addition, extreme caution must be exercised in regards to Dr. Sobek herself. As one of the world's preeminent technologists, she may have instituted unforeseen security measures. A complete assessment is attached. This concludes the executive summary.
What a bunch of assholes.
I thought Elizabeth sent the backup here, but she didn't. Far Zenith stole Gaia.
Aloy, why does that woman look like you?
It's okay, Pearl. We look alike because we're the exact same. Genetically identical.
But she was one of the old ones. How can you be her?
Because I wasn't born. I was made. By a machine. It's why I'm motherless, why I was cast out as an infant.
I don't understand. What kind of machine can make a person?
Remember when I said the backup is like a set of instructions? It's more than that. It's called Gaia. And for a long time, she cared for the world until she had to destroy herself. So she made me to bring her back. I'm the only one who can. And this place is my last hope.
You once said the goddess spoke to you when you went into All-Mother Mountain. Was that this Gaia?
Yes, but she's not the goddess, Laurel. There isn't one.
How can you be sure? It sounds like she anointed you with a sacred task.
I've had a lot of time to figure this out. And you will too, with the focus. But for now, the report said they were going to store the stolen copy of Gaia in the data center. So that's where we have to go. okay?
Okay, good. That's more like the kind of reaction I would have expected from Varl at hearing these kind of earth-shattering revelations. Good. So, the Far Zenith Project. They didn't just want the copy of the Apollo database, they wanted everything. They just weren't prepared to trade for it, and they stole it instead. Which is why they have a copy of the Gaia Master Program, and probably everything else associated with Project Zero Dawn. What a bunch of wankers. Well, this seems like a good place to stop. So join us in the next video where we're going to see just how far down the rabbit hole this whole thing goes. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend. And as always, take care. And I'll catch you next time.